Hi, my name is Kay Metzlars, and I go by the Chakra Lady. This is a tarot forecast for the month of September 2017. And I'll tell you what, coming off of this eclipse energy and a lot of different things shifting here in August, I'm really looking forward to September. I'm really looking forward to the transition into fall. And I don't know about you, but I see an opportunity to really let go of some of the things that might be blocking our growth, let go of things and relationships that aren't really helping us move forward. And I know that it takes a lot of courage, clarity, and belief in yourself to do those kinds of releases. So that's what I want this card reading to really help us do, is embrace the energy of fall, this time of letting go. So I'm going to clear the deck and shuffle. Ooh, already got some cards trying to jump out. And what I'm going to do is draw just 4 cards. A past card, a present card, and a future card. And then a card to tie everything together. So when I say past, I mean how to take what we've been learning, the things in our recent history, and bring them into the now, what we need to pay attention to from our past. Present meaning how to deal with things in the present moment, and future meaning how to plan for our future. And then the last card is going to try to help tie everything together, give us a spiritual principle to work with. Okay, so cutting the deck and drawing the top card. All right, so we have our past, present, future, and our mystery spiritual card. Okie doke. Ooh boy. So my face is that of mixture of delight and wariness, because I've drawn 3 of the major arcana. Now, if you don't know anything about tarot reading, the deck is split into major and minor arcana cards, and there are only 22 major cards. They're like the trump cards in the deck. And to draw 3 of them in a 4-card reading is pretty significant. So I'm already anticipating September being quite a month for a lot of us, for those of you viewing this anyway. So let's look at the past card. Dun, 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 dun. It's the devil. Now, what is the devil meant to teach us? The devil is a teacher. Difficult people in our lives are teachers. People who we feel are out to get us are teachers. So here's the thing. When we see the devil card, this is an opportunity to try and cut cords with addictive behaviors, self-harming behaviors of any kind. This is an opportunity to just literally walk away from the stuff that's not serving you. Now, the most powerful part about this card to me is that the people here below who have sort of an Adam and Eve vibe going, and if you compare this to a card called the Lovers, which is very similar looking, except it's all bright and happy, and instead of the devil we see an angel standing between the people. These 2 people are chained, and that's a very striking thing to see, because we think, oh, they're victims, oh, they're trapped. But here's the kicker. Those chains are very loose. Their arms, their legs are free, and the chains around the neck can literally be slipped off at any point. They have chosen to essentially do the devil's bidding, or listen to his advice, or be tempted by what he has to offer. Oh, I saw a really funny quote the other day, something about God is love, but the devil does that thing with his tongue that you really like. Kind of terrible, but the funny thing about that is the devil does seduce us with things that we like. You know, chocolate and ice cream and cake can be seductive things that ultimately lead to an early demise and give you diabetes. So you have to do things in moderation, and you have to be aware when that temptation to have more and more and more and more is enough. So, and just looking at another card coming up here, Temperance, which is, you know, going to be our future card, it's very obvious to me that now is a really good time to pull back on behaviors that are out of control. Now is a really good time to stop, you know, doing the things that you know are harming you day by day by day. Like, oh, it's not going to hurt me until, you know, 10 years from now. Well, you might as well start shifting that, those behavior patterns now. So that being the past card, what I want you to focus on is when are times in the past when you have said no to things that are not good for you and walked away from things that aren't good for you and really told the devil what for? You know, taking control of your own life, freed yourself from the bondage of an unhealthy relationship, whether that relationship is with yourself and your negative thoughts in your own mind, or with another person, or with food, whatever the negative relationship is, it's time to walk away, and don't look back. So the next card, the present. So this is a reminder to practice self-awareness and to practice mindfulness, and that means being here and now as often as possible. Now, this future and past card are all well and good, but really the only time that is really truly ever available to us is this moment here and now. So whether you're watching this video in September or you find it a year from now, there's a reason you're finding it now and you're hearing my voice in this moment. So as the month continues, so this card I actually drew in reverse. So it showed up upside down, which when we see the Chariot upside down, it can sometimes mean, something as literal as a car crash. Because if you look, the guy is in a vehicle, all right? So this vehicle is a chariot, and what it represents is the higher self, the part of you that is very confident. That's what this sacred geometry of the square, that square geometric pattern has a very solidness to it. It's very confident, and it's right there on the heart, on the chest. The crown of gold, the star, the way his chariot is adorned, all of this exudes this sense of higher knowing and real confidence. The beasts pulling the cart represent our more earthly passions and desires. So these are the basal, instinctual parts of being human. And the chariot represents the higher self, the part of you that is wise and eternal, taking the reins over those beasts within and pointing your chariot in the direction you really want to go in. This is really powerful showing up next to this guy, because it's literally taking the control away from Satan or whatever outside forces you're allowing to control you, and taking the wheel, so to speak. Now it's in reverse, remember. So what I want you to do when you're practicing your mindfulness this month, when you're practicing presence and awareness, is to breathe deeply. And when things feel like they're very hard to navigate and the road is getting bumpy, or maybe things are moving faster than you're comfortable with, remember you're the one in the driver's seat. It's your life, you're driving. No one's driving it for you. It's not happening to you. It's happening through you, and you can guide that energy. So if you want things to slow down, slow down. If you want things to speed it up. If you want to take a break, take a break. No excuses. Don't try to point the blame on somebody else, some scapegoat. I don't care how intense this person or energy is. I don't care if they're holding a gun to your head. You still have an option. You still have the opportunity to respond consciously rather than react. So don't let yourself get run over by life. Take the wheels and steer that baby all month long. It takes mindfulness, and it takes coming back to yourself time and time again and hitting reset. And where this is leading, so I showed you the Temperance card before. Here it is again. And this one showed up reversed as well. So I drew it upside down, which tells me that moving forward, we continue to see a need for pulling back on anything that is too much, or is anything that is not serving you right now. So I want you to really be reflective as you move forward in September and beyond about how you are using your energy and what you're focusing on, what you're handling, what you're taking into your life. So the Two Cups represents this inner alchemy that takes place as we find the perfect amounts of this and that, the work-life balance that we need to be happy, the creativity that we need to express, the security that we need to feel safe. All those things need to come into balance, and only you know how to do that. Okay, the last card is also in reverse. It's the Six of Cups. It's a very cute card. And this card is one of the minor arcana. It's just a little gentle reminder to stop every now and then this month and smell the roses. Do something kind for somebody you care about. Remember what it was like to be a child and to have somebody who loved you take care of you, and offer that energy to other people in your life. Or maybe call an old friend. The nostalgia of this card is really powerful, and if you allow yourself to sit with the image, or maybe sit with some memories of your childhood that were really positive, you'll start to see that even those of us who had difficult relationships with our parents or our families growing up, that there are still good things to be taken from our childhood. Even the struggles and the challenges that we faced growing up can be alchemized, can be turned into gold if we're willing to look for that peaceful healing message in those memories. This is your September 2017 tarot forecast. I hope you use this information to empower yourself. And please, if you like it, check out the rest of my website, chakralady.com, where you can schedule a private reading with me if you want to take it a little deeper. Thank you. Namaste, and have a pleasant fall.